isi takafamba tese tiri mumakamba kuTanzania tichirwira nyika neANC. Ndakutaurirai President Mnangagwa vachisangana naMbeki 1980 kusapota umukondo wesizwe kuti irwise kuSouth Africa vachihoswa neZANU PF naMnangagwa. Chamisa suduru na Kasukuwere hantoda kuti tinotora ANC kuita yedu. Zvingaite izvozvo. Isu tine history yese, iwe hauna kana history nako. Wakutaura kuti ndiwe wakuda kunzi udiwe saka ANC yabva yaramba.
Hello gorgeous people, welcome to my channel. This is Uncensored and I just want to extend my gratitude really to everyone who's just rolling life with me. I want to say shout out. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and don't forget to ring the bell because the bell will notify you every time I drop a video so that at least we can just run this life together. It's a beautiful day.
There are so many coming back. He is one of the biggest campaigners now for the party. Kurwira party kuti win my elections. He knows Kasukuwere very well. But he looked at that young man and saw that there's nothing in that young man. All he can say is them the campus one na Mugabe and Raifamba na Grace. That's his card. Tom Vunza kuti zvinozva wakuda kuita Mugabe kupfuura Bona. Wakuda kuita Mugabe kupfuura Robert Jr. Wakuda kuita Mugabe kupfuura the young man Hamzat. Ichatunga. Iwe Kasukuwere baba wako ndi Josiah. I know his father kanda kambokura ku Mount Dawi. His father was a security officer of Mulungu IMG Native Commissioner in the Stavros. Stavros was the king of Mount Darwin. Like the Nichols were the king of Chinoi. Remember the Nichols mukanoverenga history ndo wanga vari Native Commissioner mazuva evarungu. Baba vakasukuvere vaisenzera Mulungu ainzi Stavros vari security office. Ndakamboenda ndiri mwana mudiki ndakanogara kuMount Darwin ndibva kumondoro kumusha kwangu. Saka ndotoziya kuti baba wake vanonzi Josiah, security officer waStavros. He does not want to be associated with ndiri mwana waJosiah. He wants to say kuti ndiri waRobert Mugabe. Vedwe. Imbosiwo Bona na Tino na Robert. Vamboti ndisi vana ngale baba amai vachipo. These are the proper inheritors of the Mugabe mantle, not Kasukuwere. I worked with Mugabe for 75, but I got a demonstration by university. That's when I went to Highfield. He went in March, I went in July. I received Mugabe Pajunda ku Mozambique ndina kaorganize kuti timupe chikafu. Achibva musango tatanga kusvika ku Mozambique bosa akaenda isati yasununguka. Isitakazoenda yasununguka takatambirwa neFrelimo yanga asina kutambirwa. He was thin. He was emaciated nenzara. Isusu wanga wabva kuuniversity aiwa mutambire pakembi yePajunda. I've worked with Mugabe. I've been his ambassador. I've been his minister. So before the war and after the war, I don't go about the shit in Mugabe. Didn't work Mugabe. I've got better claims to be associated with Mugabe. I'm mnangagwa. Upenyu wawe wese na Mugabe. Nemjeri. He doesn't go about that shit in Mugabe. Kasukuwere. Didn't work Mugabe. Didn't work. Mbeki reminded him the other day, I ended up with KwaZulu Natal. Kwarongwa inonzi Mugabe memorial. Kasukuwere sutunu baba kuti I'm here with the Zwana Mbeki you. Ndakauya kuZimbabwe in 1980. Wandakanzitaura naye naMugabe ndiMnangagwa. Ndiye akati deployera makeders emukondo wesizwe kuti tirwise varungu. Mnangagwa kwete iwe. But ada kufamba achiti hanzi ndiri waMugabe kufura. Manje makazoona president vane vana vaMugabe kubudira mangu. So we have he's here. He'll give a few words. He has been to the president and is busy campaigning for ZANU PF. He is one of many, but he's Kasukuwere. Because they don't want a phantom candidate. He's got his feet on the ground campaigning for the party. Yes. Kasukuwere ariko kwakeko. Tunamaya mchango wakamingira kwaenda kuma broadcast house ekuSouth wamtandanisa. Hapana akala kumuona kuma broadcast ekuSouth Africa. His campaign was supposed to be run from South Africa against, because they don't have an alternative figure. Ariku challenge President Chamisa has failed. So they were creating a phantom of Kasukuwere as a candidate. So that's why I brought and I want to thank the president for extending his welcome hand to all the S12 candidates. He has done a fantastic job. And this is how it should be. We are one family. No matter Zurana here and there, but at the end of the day, people of goodwill, patriots who love their country, they find each other. He's not a patriot, Kasukuwere. He's always there trying to. Maria Kapere, George Soros. There was a white man, and I'll tell you, he wrote a book as one of the top soldiers of the Rhodesian army. His name is Graham Wilson. His wife actually worked for the president by transition, because the president, remember, is the one who united all the armies. Graham Wilson comes to me, because Kasukuwere averenga bhuku rake. Zvikanzi ndoda kunorwisa mnangagwa. Iwo wanga uri musoja akabva kuBritain weSpecial Air Services. Ndiri kudawo 12 million. Enda unotaura mabhururu ako ekuBritain kuti vandipe 12 million. I mean, the man is trying to get favors from the president because his wife used to work for the president, so that he can come back like all the white people that are coming back home. Kasukuwere achiri kuvatsvaga using grudges of the war. Kuti Graham Wilson anga mutsvagire 12 million. This is fact. That's the desperation yaKasukuwere. Yena Kasukuwere kunotsvaga mari from former Rhodesian soldiers kuti ningawane kurwisa. And the Graham Wilson, so I'm one of the first people who formed the CIO in 1980. So I worked with these people. So they tell me. So the president knows probably enough about what Kasukuwere is doing more than what he knows about himself. Because when we are against us, kuna president. We know he is transparent. And the South African government doesn't like him either. We are very happy with the statement from Minister Mbalula, Secretary General of ANC, openly denouncing Chamisa. You are a puppet, you are Chukudi. It happened last week. You saw it for yourself. They've always been trying to say ANC no triple C, Irambe ZANU-PF. Istakafamba tese tiri makamba ku Tanzania tichirwira nyika neANC. Ndakutaurira president mnangagwa achisangana naMbeki in 1980 kusapota umkondo wesizwe kuti irwise ku South Africa vachihoswa neZANU-PF. Namnangagwa. Chamisa suduru I mean na Kasukuwere. Hantuda kuti tinotora ANC goita yedu. Zvingaite izvozvo. Isu tine history yese. Iwo hauna kana history nako. Wakutaura kuti ndiwo wakuda kunzi udiwe ne. Saka ANC yabva yaramba. And by the way, they had a belief yekuti vanhu vese vari mudiaspora vakavenga ZANU-PF. So they've been running a campaign yekuti kana ma-elections akuuya vatorere ma-permits vaende kumusha vagonovhota ane hasha against ZANU-PF. Now they discovered kuti vanhu vese vari mudiaspora vari kufarira ZANU-PF vari kuvakadzimba munomu because the president's economic policies are making everybody prosperous. Enda kumadokero imba ikazariwa nevanhu vokudiaspora varungu vese vakatiza in 1980, those who ran away whites in 1980, those who ran away in 1975, vazara vari kudzoka. I mean, islands. You know what's happening? Where there was one house for the white family, the children who are coming back, they destroyed the one house. They built 8 because mastendi mahombe akatorwa mazuva aya roads achatanga kuvaka Harare. So kwaislands kwese kuri kungovakwa kuma detached houses. 2 anosara achigara nemhuri yake nevana vake. 6 out of 8 ziri kurendeswa detached houses. That's why there's a massive construction going on in old stands from the colonial era population. They are coming back home. So if the white population is voting for the president, iwe Kasukuwere uchiti ndinorwisa president, unorwisa uinani? The white population is coming back. These are the good policies which ZANU-PF have done. The return of our diaspora. The first one, the white one, in the 70s. The second one, the white one, in the 1980s. And the third one in 2000, the melted down one, after the land reform. They are all voting for home because the policies of the president are good. So there is a wholesome cake of goodies sprinkled inside the cake because of the policies of President Mnangagwa in every aspect. My billionaire wodzoka. Taakuvaka steel plants. You know Manise is 90% complete. Manise steel plant, 90% complete. Anytime we can start, we just need to connect the electricity. We are going to be produced electricity, world class, iron, steel. Zimbabwe, by the best company in the whole world, will be producing and selling not to the Zimbabwe market alone, to the global market. Railways will have to be built. Power is being built. New towns are being built. New water reticulation to support a town of 40,000 people. Mnangagwa in 4 or 5 years of his leader. Can you imagine what he's going to do if he comes back in after 23 August? Even more goodies to make Zimbabwe an upper middle income society as he has promised in his vision. So this is the complete electoral picture which ZANU-PF is selling to the public, to the electorate, come elections. It will be a whitewash of the opposition. That's why they are being abandoned by those who used to support them. Akuchina achava support vanhu vakaona munhu vanhu zvinonzi opposition yanhuhwa ukangonhuhwa chete vanhu vanokutiza and isusu veZANU-PF tiri imbwa iri kuvhima ikangoruma ikambonanzva ropa mamhanyira inoita kuda kunopedzesa mhuka iyayi. So we feel that we have smelled blood. The Triple C is finished and we are going to make sure that the electorate give them the fatal blow come elections 23 August 2023. Yes, and because it's an open election, the president says, observers. Remember I told you, everybody is gunning for, everybody is voting for us. Everybody is bullish about the prospects of ZANU-PF. So we are opening the observers. As observer, because those are just violence. This time invite my observers as a government. We can't invite observers when we want to hide some things or when we want to be involved in unseemly things. This is an attestation of the open nature about the elections which we are campaigning, which we are running this year. It's an open field. So we welcome the EU, which has already funded its organ. It has even established a team, Ambassador Jobst van Ketchman. He has already announced the leader of their team. Remember, the problem we had last time was a Swedish guy, Scholl, I don't know, some Peter. He's the one who started condoning our elections 2 decades ago, and we went into a bad relationship with the EU. This time the EU is on a different footing. They've already announced their candidate. We are happy with that. We welcome them. And just the other day, they signed an agreement with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs about their observers. This is a good thing. We love our democracy. We fought for it. We don't want to hide. We don't want to hide a lamp under a bush. The lamp under a bucket. We are open. We put our light of our elections, everybody to see. So, good thing, many election observers can come from all over. SADC has said it is coming. The IU is already becoming our traditional friends, but even the EU is coming here. We hope the Americans will follow suit soon. As they promised me in my office, they came to ZANU-PF office for the first time in February to see me, to pledge that they are neutral in these elections. We are hoping that they live up to their billing and the election observers will come and join those of the EU, and they will be part of the electoral bonanza of democracy which Zimbabwe is going to show to the world. This is what the president has done in 5 years of office. We expect him to do more after election. Okay. So, by and large, I think I've spoken a lot. I am happy to another good thing. The president is delivering on the war veterans. That's something dear to me. I'm the chairman. They've done so much. I was reminding you of what they did for the educational field in 1980. Pavakati maparents vakaizvikoro mahara maticha kamari kegovernment kaitike kamari kegovernment kapay maticha. There were so many schools built by parents that there couldn't be enough teachers, even as we were training them home. We went back to Havana. We asked President Castro to start training teachers to catch up with parents building school. We trained 7,000 teachers in Havana after the war to catch up with parents building schools. That was done by the war veterans. That's why we are the most educated country on the African continent. Parents build school for free to get a teacher as a reward from Harare. That's why we're educated. The war veterans did that. The war veterans were behind the revival of the land reform and the revival of the tobacco sector. I was in China. I was central to the revival of the tobacco sector. And looked at $800 million US dollars. The war veterans were the ones who were behind the resolution of gold panas, Makorokoza, IT legitimate. 2013 Congress Commission. 2016, they were legitimized in cabinet. I was in cabinet. On the short time, and I can go in cabinet. My nets are because Mama Gazara Madoff. And Kasukuwere wafudzwe mombe wangowaiswa mu cabinet na Mugabe. This is the history of the war veterans. And the president has always felt that he owes to them, particularly for their support in 2017, Operation Restore Legacy. Yesterday, a whole slew of permits were given to my war veterans and to my chiefs, opening the mining sector at grassroots level to our people. They've proved it. 2/3 of the gold, 35 tons coming from Anadik. No supporter central bank the currency. So it works. The president's economic policy of empowerment work. It's proven. So now he has decided to reward the war veterans. They've got a wall. Mineral rights which they've been given. Chiefs have been given mineral rights. We want them to participate in this bonanza of mineral riches, which is Zimbabwe, to be seen to be participating. So we want to thank the president for walking the talk about making the war veterans be part of the economy. I work very hard as the chairman of the war veterans to get them the partners who they deserve, so that they also can make money. Says ana Scott Sakupanya ana aniveza varikuita mari. And the president ita mari zvema demonstrations ana Chamisa zvina mari. So this is what is happening. We want more, and they can work with their parents in the new projects, the Pitwana president, to grow the economy. These are huge infrastructure projects. Just last week, Mozambique signed an agreement with the same company, Steel Plant. We are going to build a new port in Beira in the next 3 years or so, with a railway line straight from Beira, a new one, in a new port, going to Manise to export iron ore and to export steel. These are things which are happening. And the companies which are doing it, they are the best companies in the world. This particular one, Eguman, is a turnover 58 billion US dollars, 2 to 3 times bigger than the GDP of Zimbabwe. This is the quality of the leadership in business which the president is attracting. The best ones, because the resources in this country are good, but they've always been there. What was missing was good leadership to make sure that the resources are appreciated, the natural resources. And the President Mnangagwa, we have the best leader who can become an interface, a market of these good resources to competent world-class businessmen who are coming into Zimbabwe to produce world-class goods and services made in Zimbabwe for the global market. Achada kungotengesa zvaizvo hey toda kutengesa kumusika kuBolivia, toda kutengesa musika kuHavana, toda kutengesa kumusika kuSuriname. Zvinhu zvabva kuZimbabwe. Womboendawo uchikwira ndege unoona chakanzi made in Zimbabwe kuma-department store nemasupermarket edzimwe nyika. This is what the president is doing. And along the way, he's making young people make money. We should be looking at a crop of billionaires from Zimbabwe in the next 5 years. That's what the president is doing. So when we go to the vote, that's what we are selling to the electorate. Prosperity and hope. Prosperity and hope. Prosperity and hope. That's what we are saying to the electorate.